Hey everyone, I am Sundays, and today we are here with Kid Silver.
What up?
So I'm so excited to have him. If you haven't seen our interview on my YouTube channel, make sure you go check that out. I'll have the link in my bio, so you can see how we are catching up from the last time we talked. So since the last time you talked, you let the audience know exclusively on the YouTube channel that you were releasing your album Far From Home, right? That's so special. And I love to see like you posting all your songs on Instagram, because now I can connect what we were talking about there to what you're doing now. So tell us a little bit about what has changed since you have released the album and what we can expect next.
Basically, I got a fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm acquiring a fan base. It's really amazing. Like, I was watching our interview a while back, and I said something like, it's crazy how I wrote it before I left, and it depicts my life after I left. Yeah, and it's fucking, I listen to it now just religiously, because like, I'll get somebody that I meet, and I'll put them in the car and I'll throw it on, and they'll be like, yo, it sounds like you talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's really interesting. But I got a fan base. I released the album. I got a lot of love for that. Like, motherfuckers were sending me videos of them singing my songs and sending me all type of words of encouragement. So that's dope. Just know where to go but up from here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I've seen you on TikTok too. So tell us about what your primary social media platform is and why, so we can know where to get the latest updates.
I would say my primary one would have to be Instagram. Like, would have to be Instagram, just because like they have different. Ooh, damn! I almost had it. But they have like different elements that I can really pull full-fledged, give the world myself. You know what I'm saying? That's the word TikTok. It's cool, but it's just all videos and all silly videos and shit of that nature. So like, I feel like I can give people more through Instagram without it having to be pressured to be like on some goofy shit.
Yeah. So tell me too, what has been the most heartfelt moment you've experienced from your fan base, right? Because I've seen some of the videos you posted of people just vibing to your songs or sending, whether it's them like in the car or, you know, just giving you words of appreciation and telling them how much your music has impacted them. What's been the most, what stands out to you the most as far as that's concerned?
Man, honestly, it has to be like the first video I got of old boys singing my songs. Because I released the album and I got some bad news about my grandfather passing, so I was just mentally in a bad state. And that bad state was creating doubt for me as far as like what I was doing in California with this album. And then right when I was at my worst state, I checked my DMs and it was just this video sitting there of this guy singing my song word for fucking word. And considering the song hadn't even been released, it had only been released for a day. And he was singing it word for fucking word. I played that over and I started crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just let me know like I'm really out here doing something. You know what I'm saying? I'm touching people in some type of way, and the mission is actually being accomplished with the music. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it.
So since you have released the album, what are some things you've learned as far as different ways that you are promoting your music, and just how you're connecting with your audience? Because something that I love you do is your captions. I love how your captions tell stories about your childhood, you know, stories about your personality and kind of being a loner. And that's something I can relate to too. Like, when I see stuff like that, because when I was coming up, I was like, I wouldn't say I was a weirdo, but I was like kind of the odd kid, you know, like the black sheep, you know. I was in my boots. It wasn't like, I wouldn't say people made fun of me or anything, but I just wasn't somebody people would be like, hey, you want to come do this?
It wasn't the one they came
like those guys.
So
tell us more about the inspiration behind your captions, because like I said, I always read them when you post your videos, and the stories you tell about your childhood and how that's influenced your music. Give us some more insight about that and how it still impacts you today.
Pretty much, like I used to just take quotes from like rappers that I fuck with, and I made them my captions. But as I've been living in California, I just take the lessons that I learned, or like what that day has revealed about myself, and I give it to other people. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the shit that I learned, I wish I had learned a lot sooner. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of helping people to, I guess, fall into that same mind state of just that positive thinking, or a lot of the lessons. And then I was told by my aunt to always give myself to the world. So like I'm getting more comfortable with doing that. I just give my life lessons to the people. I'm just learning to be more comfortable, making myself more vulnerable, I guess you could say.
And tell me too more about your style as a child. Because I've seen a few posts where you talked about people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I used to wear fucking I used to dress up in fucking Halloween costumes throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? Like Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z characters, and then I used to wear that shit to school. You know what I'm saying? With cowboy boots. Like that shit was cool. And I got teased a lot as a kid, you know what I'm saying? I was hit by my uncle in the car, and that, like, my teeth were fucked up for a long ass time. But yeah, I guess I just learned how to use everybody's eyes and judgment as like my own personal spotlight. It doesn't really bother me to be myself.
You know what? Something that I'm also learning too as I share myself and my journey with the world is that a lot of the things we're teased about as children, or kind of ostracized about, is what makes us stand out in adulthood and in whatever career path we choose. So can you talk to just a little bit about how those things that you experience have been preparation, and also help you keep that mindset?
Oh yeah,
turning that into something empowering.
Definitely, man. Like I said, I used to dress up in fucking Power Ranger costumes, and now I'm walking around California in red glasses and a poncho. You know what I'm saying? It was just through me going through that experience as a kid. You know what I'm saying? It molded me to be confident doing it as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Because I get a lot of fucking eyes, but I mean, at the same time, I don't give a fuck what nobody think. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be me regardless. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Tell us too about your writing process as you create new music, and because I've seen like different studios too that you post and stuff like that. So has your process changed at all? Have you been thinking about more collaborations? What's on your radar?
I'm getting a lot of people reach out to me through Instagram, just like all those different studios and shit you see me in. That was because producers were reaching out to me, asking me to come record with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
All of the photos that I'm posting right now are because photographers have reached out to me and asked like, yo, I want to do a shoot with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a steady progressive experience. You know what I'm saying? It's really cool.
Something you said in the last interview we did, and basically what I took from it was just start where you are, because I think people are so focused on like, I need to be able to go sit in the studio. I need to be able to, you know, have everything perfect before I can make a move. And really, all you need is what's at your fingertips. Like you were saying, start with Google.
Just
you know, start with what you have.
Absolutely.
And that's something that has stuck with me as well. And when I released my new single, What You Like, the same thing happened to me. Like, people were reaching out. I'm like, this is one song. You know, it's not even a full project. So I can attest to the fact that what you're saying really is true. You know, all you have to do is get started, because once you put that energy out there, it's gonna be matched in return to you.
What's crazy is like, I wish I could like explain how that shit happens to me in San Diego. Like every time I'm like super in my head and doubtful, like, damn, what the fuck am I doing here? Why is the music not, you know what I'm saying, doing something? That's when I realize somebody's reaching out to me, or somebody's posting about me, or, you know what I'm saying? It's just that constant reinforcement, like, this is what the fuck I need to be doing. And I think that just goes back to the whole, whatever you put out, that's what you're gonna receive. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your energy is being used trying to chase something, then you're gonna see that come back to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just lessons that I'm learning, because I was definitely one of those shit gotta be perfect.
Yeah.
Goddamn me, I gotta get out here like my shit. If my shit ain't getting this many likes, motherfuckers ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Just bullshit like that. And as I'm doing it more, I'm caring. I don't care about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just post. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I got views. I got great ass, dank ass music. You know what I'm saying? Like if a nigga don't fuck with me, fuck him.
Right.
That's just how I feel about it. I'm just gonna keep it real. As you see in the captions, like that's just my life. This shit is a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get my good side. Goddamn.
So, I want to say too, I am so proud of you. I heard one of the first times I heard your songs was right after my oldest son was born.
Okay.
And I don't remember the name of it, but I remember thinking to myself, like, this is a manifestation. You were talking about just pursuing your dreams, taking care of your family, literally all the things you're doing right now.
Yeah.
So to hear that and now to see what you're doing with Far From Home, it feels like such a full circle.
That's dope. That's dope.
Kind of thing. So tell us what's next for you.
I mean, I guess just to touch on that, I see, like you asked me earlier, what are the most heartfelt moments, and just people telling me that, like how you gave me the reassurance on the captions and shit, like that's I love hearing that type of shit because I don't know that it's reaching people without people telling me type thing. But as far as the next big thing, I'm just trying to create an experience for people to like follow and be entertained keeping up with, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not living like an everyday life anymore, you know? Like, but yeah, that's pretty much that one.
Okay, well I want to say thank you again for coming to this interview with me. I'll have a link with all his descriptions for Instagram, all that, so you can go check out his new album, Far From Home.
Far From Home.
And before we go, can you just give us a little sample, a little freestyle, a little something?
I definitely can.
Say you know the